Hello everyone, Cub here and welcome to another Shop Titans video. Today I want to talk about 3 possible ways to figure out which items you want to craft and focus on, no matter your level. I will keep it short for the first 2 possibilities, since I feel like they have been talked about quite a bit before, and there's not a ton to talk about anyways. The third and final method is going to be the meat of this video. Before we get started, as a quick side note though, I will not talk about ascensions in this video, but those of course would be an added bonus to whichever items you decide to craft. Also, when you put it all together for yourself, make sure to craft a set of items that focuses on all resource types, so that you can make full use of the resource regeneration. Alright, with that out of the way, let's get started. Number 1. Pre-crafts. Pre-crafts are items that are needed as a crafting material for other items. A few examples are here for the Astral Conductor, you need, for example, 1 monster manual. For the Wand of Midas, you need 2 Song of Valor. For the Raider Axe, you need Skull Crusher. Stealth Knife is another pre-craft. Morning Star, Druid Laurels, Tome of Secrets, and so on. If you want to check out more, you could either scroll through your own crafting book, or if you want a complete list, I'm going to leave you a link to another spreadsheet below this video, and under the Blueprint tab you can check out the 2 component columns. These also include the regular components from quests, but if you filter those out, you are left with only the pre-craft items. Pre-craft items often get bought by higher level players and can quite easily be sold for up to 10 times base gold value on the market. Method number 2. Champion request items. Now, I'm unaware of a database for this, and I myself have also not written down a list of items, but another batch of potential items you might want to focus on are the items requested by champions. A few times a day, one of your champions comes into your shop and requests some items in exchange for champion coins. These items regularly sell out for gold on the market because people want to finish those champion requests. The item tier requested by the champions depends on either their level or yours, I'm not fully sure on which, but either way the item tier is definitely different for players and depends on their progress in the game. So there isn't just one tier to look at, but rather a range. I think it starts at maybe even tier 1, I'm not sure, and goes up to tier 7 if I'm not mistaken, because I get requested tier 7 items every day. You could start making note of the items that get requested in your shop and then have a good idea about what you might want to craft. A few examples of items that I regularly need and also buy from the market myself are Stone Splitter, Ruby Wand, Mundra's Scepter, Kinora MK4, Tactician Head, Warlord Plate, Nightwing Mantle, Midnight Apparel, and so on. So basically all kinds of T7 items, though I feel like sometimes it is also T8, but maybe I'm crazy. You can essentially sell most of the T7 items for close to 10 times base value a lot of the time, though of course it can fluctuate based on what items the champions actually request. So maybe on one day you can actually sell for 10 times base value and other days you can't, so maybe you need to check the market at least once a day. Now let's get to the final method. I'm not sure what to call it, but let's call it market evaluation. The point of the previous 2 methods was to directly make gold through items that basically come from more or less set in stone lists. The market evaluation technique, on the other hand, requires you to look closer and is strongly based on the gem potential of items. So the main focus of these items is selling them on the market for gems. You can then either keep the gems or convert them back to gold using the market, whatever you prefer. Before we get into the specifics, I want to clarify something really quick. I said in the beginning that ascensions are not necessary, and they are not, but this method would be the one profiting the most from ascensions. Specifically, you want the times 1.5 chance of increased quality, which is at 27 stars for the normal item lines and at 19 stars for the premium worker lines. So how does it all work? I think it is easier to demonstrate than to explain it, so let's do that. Let's assume I'm currently at tier 6, so let's go to the market and select tier 6. And then you want to select epic quality. I like picking epic because superior quality items are usually only 2 gems at pretty much all times anyways. Flawless items fluctuate way too much in my experience. And legendary crafts just happen so irregularly that I don't like basing the majority of my decision on those prices. Alright, let's hit apply. I didn't select any specific items. And what you want to do is now to sort by gem price plus. And here you get a list. Unfortunately, there's still this market bug that shows everything twice. Now you want to find an item that you can actually craft. For example, for me it would be the first one here, would be this one, the Silvernell, which would sell for 59 gems at the moment. I'm going to continue scrolling and find 2 or 3 other items. Ideally items that use different resources. This would be another one for me, this one. So now I'm basically making a mental note of this item, the Silvernell, this item, Candid Paws, and let's say this one, Cheesecake. And now I'm also going to check the other qualities and see if they are also worth a lot of gems there. So let's check legendary next. I said I don't want to base the majority of my decision on legendary, but it's definitely still a factor you still want to check. I think these 3 items here were also pretty high on epic, but I can't craft any of these, so it doesn't matter, for me at least. Okay, and here we have the 3 items I was looking for. The Silvernell, Cheesecake and the Candid Paws. They are also still quite high here. They are not at the very top, unlike in epic quality, but they are still pretty high. So they are all good candidates to craft. And now finally I also want to check Flawless just to get another idea. And here Cheesecake is at the very top, so Cheesecake is definitely nice. Candid Paws are here as well, also pretty high. Silvernell in blue is not ideal, but again, flawless quality items fluctuate in value a lot in my experience, so this would not be the biggest factor in my decision anyways. So basically I identified for myself, if I was tier 6, 3 items that I definitely could craft and make a lot of money based on gems. Again, as I said in the beginning though, you want to find 4 items usually because of the 4 different resource types, base resource types. Herbs, stone, wood and leather. So I just selected 3 just now, but ideally you should look for 4 to make use of all your resources. Another note, if you find really good items that you can't craft yet though, you might want to write those down and check the next King's Caprice if you maybe can buy these items. So for example, this one. I'm not sure how new it is, if it can even be offered during King's Caprice, but if you see this one, for example, in King's Caprice, it might be worth buying that blueprint. Alright, and as a final note for this video, without revealing specific items here, because that would ruin things for everyone, if you can find the same item through multiple or even all 3 of the methods described in this video, well, let's just say you found a keeper. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like or even a comment. And also please subscribe to the channel. I would very much appreciate it. Anyways, thank you guys for watching and see you in the next one. Bye!